Hi all, it's Cash from Collectors of the Coast, here for a fireside chat. Just thought I'd hit a number of topics tonight. Uh, our world is in a bit of chaos right now with the thing that's keeping us all home. And so I just want to talk a little bit about how it's affecting our game. Box prices, I'm seeing them tank really hard in the market right now. I did pick up a couple of boxes myself last week because they seemed a little bit too good to pass up on, but I think they're going to go down still over the coming months. I really see this as protracted. Uh, it'd be maybe 6 months before we really see anything start to come back and the economy getting better. A lot of people's disposable income is really affected for quite a while. People are going to be lucky just to pay their bills, let alone buy boxes of Magic cards. Um, so I don't know how that's going to go for a while. We might see this could be a great opportunity, and that not many people will buy these sets, and they'll be more valuable later, or it could be absolute hot garbage where these just sit on the market and clog everything up and are awful. I know they pushed Ikoria back, which is maybe good, but are they going to push it back and then push the next set back? Are we going to end up with two sets within 2 months? In which case, does that kill Ikoria? Does it kill the next set? If Ikoria is really good, is the next set bad? As good? Is it better? What does it do? I feel like one of the next two sets is going to be in a lot of trouble unless they're just phenomenal sets. Which I mean, history says that we rarely have two amazing sets in a row. I mean, we recently had Throne, but the one before, the one after, were okay. I actually like Theros Beyond Death, but wasn't like the best set ever. Nor was Ravnica Allegiance before it, or I guess War the Spark was pretty good. So we had a couple in a row that were pretty good, but it seems really unlikely that they're going to be like just amazing sellers in a row and enough to keep things going, especially when people are fighting just to pay their bills. So, um, anyways, I wonder if it's going to be protracted. I mean, card prices are tanking hard right now. If you go on any buy list, I know a lot of the big companies have shut down their buy lists for a lot of the older cards. So they're going to tank hard. Don't be surprised if you start to see some of those Legends cards and Alpha uncommons and stuff really go down. Even the Black Lotus and stuff, you might see them go down by 10, maybe even 20% over the next 6 months. So there'll be some deals to be had, maybe, and we're talking about this a couple years from now. But how long is it going to take for them to recover, and is it going to be a serious swoon? Is it going to make people think about how they spend their money? There's the things we just don't know about. Is this going to, really take a big dump out of if this goes on for 6 8 months or a year, is this really going to kill a lot of that paper Magic? Is it going to kill the online? Is it going to kill our little stores? I mean, my local store, my local LGS, great store. They really did a great job over the last year to really build it up, and they were really busy. But a year from now, are people going to still have that same habit of going to that store to play cards? Or are they going to just start play online? Or are they going to play at home with their friends? How long is it going to take them to build that clientele back up? It's one thing if it's, a month that they're shut down, but if they're shut down from being able to do any kind of event for 6 months, what does that look like, right? And then what is competition for the cards out there? It starts to just get really sketchy. So, I mean, I'm a collector. I collect because I love to collect. The card prices matter, but they don't matter as much to me as some people maybe. Might be better that they're down for me because I just like to buy. I'm gonna sell a few cards here and there, but I definitely like to buy more than I like to sell. So I'm happy to see the prices go down in a lot of ways. But again, I won't have the disposable income um, if I'm off work for months to play with. So just want to talk a little bit about the mystery boosters. It's interesting that when they came out so hot. Wondering what that's actually going to do to them now that we've had we've had this really freeze up and we're not going to see any more. I know there's some talk about them free mystery boosters going to our LGSs. I think that's phenomenal if they're getting some free product. Maybe they can attract people back in the store with it. They can use it for promos and other things. But I wonder how the prices are going to be on them long term. It seems like, there's a chance. I know they've reprinted them already, but there's a chance that we could see those boxes become really valuable over time. They look like really good boxes anyways, but if they don't go crazy and make Mystery Booster 2 a year from now and reprint everything that's in it, because Magic sometimes does that. Wizards gets a little crazy, then we could see great value in them. So anyways, it's going to be really interesting to see how they are. Same as challengers that have kind of come out in the middle of this mess. This actually might keep some of those Throne of Eldraine prices higher because there's not going to be as many opportunities for people to buy the challengers and to be reprinted and a whole bunch of inventory on the market. So we might actually see a real benefit to Throne of Eldraine long term, even though there's been lots opened. There's just the cards there's so many great cards. I mean, Fabled Passage. It's good in almost any deck you want to play it in. It's going to be a great land going forward, and I don't see them printing that again 18 times. It feels like a land that they're going to print, and maybe they'll print it again in something 4 or 5 years from now. But I don't see it happening regularly like some of them. So, anyways, again, just want to talk a little bit about our LGS game stores. If this happens for a month, we're probably, most of them are probably okay, but I know a lot are, they don't have a lot of disposable income there. They're almost month to month on their rent, and so are we going to see? I know last year there was quite a few that closed, and I'm not a big alarmist about some stores closing because I think that's normal. I know that the store near me here, it was garbage. I mean, they were just doing a horrible job. They weren't attracting anybody into the store. And this was, a year and a half ago. And just the person who did it, I mean, they hired a part-time guy and it was so quiet in there that it had no energy. So, to see a store like that closed, I mean, I just think that's natural. But obviously, same location, you get a little bit of energy in there, someone running the store right. And now that it's a thriving store, well, at least it has been over the last 6-8 months. But again, you don't know what this this moon virus thing is going to do to everybody in the long term. So you don't know if it's going to, if this goes on for 6 months, can that guy, can they afford to go back and try to build it all up again? And do they have the energy to do it again? It's crazy. So anyways, those are just my thoughts. Everyone take care of yourself. I know it's a really kind of scary time. I know we've been a little freaked out by it. I know the family is really freaked out by this thing going around, and it is scary. I mean, we just have no control over it. It's so life changing. I mean, the good part is that we make through it. It'll make for good stories for our kids and grandkids 20, 30 years from now. The time of the coronavirus when everyone stayed home. It's like I proposed to my wife actually. The day the power went out across Ontario, and you could just look up in the sky in downtown Toronto, a city of 3 million people, and you could look up and you could see all the stars, and it was incredible. There's no light pollution at all. So hopefully we make it through this. Hopefully on the better side of things, and to get through it fast. It seems like most of the governments are doing the right things now. So everyone hold their breath and stay safe. Don't shake hands. Stay away from people. Anyway, have a magical day, and we'll see you again.